Hey guys, welcome back to the now once a week Pokemon trading card game live. It's once a week, one video, but I guess double the games. We're gonna try and play 6 games today instead of the usual 3. Looks like we got a friend request from Jonesy DK. I'm still not 100% sure how to pronounce that, but I'm gonna assume that that's it. Do we have another friend request and I can't see it? Or that's just telling me I got one friend online with the Wi-Fi bars. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me Wi-Fi, but I guess that's what we're dealing with here. So, recent news. I guess the Pokemon trading card game online is shutting down. Crown Zenith is the final set, and with that announcement, we had a lot of people, I guess, migrating over because it broke the game, or the game broke itself. It's hard to say if that was the actual cause, because a lot of the time there's something wrong with the game here. Sometimes broken to the point that you can't even play. It looks like we found a match, so it's not the case today. Other times, like within the game itself, it would just like the game would go on forever. People would glitch it out to the point that you basically had to surrender, which is always fun. But yeah, interesting stuff. The game broke. They patched it apparently, and the game is back up and running. But not a great sign. You would think that they'd want to. You would think by this point they would have the game kind of set up, flawless, working as it should. But I guess not. Maybe I need to wear like a green patch right here so you guys can see the 47 without making my camera too small. I don't know, there's a lot of space on the screen, but there's not really a great spot to put webcam. I guess I could go over where the creepy avatars are no longer located. I could just like stick myself in there, do like weird breathing motions, move my shoulders around a lot. Alright, we're playing against Mew. We're going to see, last time we had some incidents, we'll call them, where we ran into some stuff that wasn't ideal. It seems like people aren't always playing Lugia every single game now, so either that or we're just not up into Lugia tier, try hard Lugia tier. We got the Crobat, awesome sauceum. We got damage on the Crobat. We're going to use Dark Asset. We got holy moly in the bowly. Alright. I think we Ultra Ball one of these bad boys. And maybe even a Serena. And we're going to get another Zoroark down because next turn we're going to play 2 of the Hisuian Zoroarks. We're gonna prof research. We're gonna use our V-STAR ability, and we should be pretty much all set up. We got the Gengar waiting on the sideline here. We need a lot of damage to knock out the Mew. We're gonna need the choice belt. We need full damage across the board in order to smack that bad boy into next week. The Serena kind of would have been nice to have, but I feel like we might need the research. So maybe we should have kept the Serena. We're gonna find out. To knock out the Mew immediately, I mean, it's still pretty good to knock out a Genesect because it kind of limits their hand. We don't really want to Marnie them because they can draw cards for days and it doesn't really matter. Battle VIP Pass needs to not exist. I hate that card so much. Very OP with the Mew deck. Alright, so here, yeah, maybe it would have been a good idea to Serena. We could have Serena'd the Mew out. We could have knocked out the Mew before it got set up. Alright, so in hindsight, we messed up a little bit, but I think it'll be alright. Maybe we use our Zoroark V-STAR ability first and then prop research? With what if we get another prop research? Maybe we'll get another Serena. I guess the hope is that we get a full board. Well, we don't need a full board if it's just a Mew V. Oh, never mind. He's gonna switch the Mew out anyway. We're fine with that. I feel like that's not a good idea on their part. They should have probably saved that. because now we're going to knock out the Mew. They get another Mew that they're going to set up anyway, but you get the double colorless energy here is the attachment for turn is going to get boned here by our Zoroark, which is almost certainly going to be attacking. Fingers crossed we find the double turbo energy. I don't even know if I've seen... Cramomatic. Alright, so Mew is getting set up pretty quickly, but I think we're in a very good spot as well. So, mostly going to come down to, can we knock this bad boy out? Can we knock the next Mew out before it gets fully set up? I mean, this one is probably going to get fully set up and attack us next turn, so we need to have everything going on for us. We need another Gape Jaw as well. That kind of sucks. That sucks a wee little bit. Alright, we got a damage pump. That's pretty sick. We're going to put this damage onto you. Okay, we got the Mew with the energy attached to it in the other slots. So now, maybe is this a? Am I looking at? Is this a different deck that they have full Genesects on the board? All right, let's. We're going to Phantom Star first, in hopes that we get a Serena and we can fill our board. We did not get a Serena. That sucks a little bit. Oh no, and we probably shouldn't have done that. We don't have Quick Ball. We can Quick Ball a Gengar. Quick Ball a Gengar. Maybe get a Bidoof. We don't have any energy here, so we should have. I mean, it's no way to predict it, but we probably should have just used the Juniper, knocked out this Mew that's in the active. We put ourselves in a little bit of a bad spot. So we can Bidoof here, because we can Big Beaver next turn. We can Evo Incense for these two bad boys. We can sacrifice. We can sacrifice the Beaver. This is not good. Not good, guys. Yeah. So where we didn't have the energy in play yet, maybe, yeah, we shouldn't have got, we got greedy. We should have prof researched, knowing that, I mean, the odds that we don't hit a Marnie, a prof research, or a Serena in this new hand that we got from the V-Star ability, from the Phantom Star, probably pretty low, but it happened, and now we're slow motion here. So hopefully we're gonna get pretty punished for this here. It's not great. If you can't knock out our Zoroark, then we're fine. If you can, then we're pretty boned. So we're gonna take 210, I guess. I don't know. I don't think they're playing this right, but I could be wrong. Because if they're not using like the Meloetta, maybe they prize their Meloettas or something. Power tablet. Uh-oh. 280 damage. Okay, so they use their V-Star. They use the power tablet. A little bit unfortunate. Never surrender here. We might be okay. We got a prof research. That's pretty sweet. All right, let's get another one of these bad boys onto the board. We're gonna evolve you. We are going to. We can Evo Incense a Gengar. We can Evo Incense nothing. We can Evo Incense nothing to get our hand size down. We can put a balloon on the Beaver, I guess. Whatever. We can draw some. We want to use our incisors first because we have like as small as possible here. Choice belts. Where are the? All right, we got a prof research here. There's the double turbos. There they are. We got the gape jaw. We got the double turbo. We need a damage pump though. We got no damage pumps. Our pumps are not damagey. Do we have 2 Gengars in there? Or just 1? Pokemon. No, we had 2 Gengars. They just don't stack. Alright, so we can do 210 damage, which is not enough damage. Unfortunately, we don't have the damage pump to pump our damage around. But I think it's going to be alright, because we can prof research next turn to hopefully find a damage pump. And, I mean, they're only going to do 210. Plus, if they have another power tablet, 30 more damage. 240. 240 minus 20. Oh no, our Crobat. Our weakness. Alright, they're gonna hide the oh no, they got the belt on that bad boy too. So doing extra damage there. So 220. 220, I guess, plus choice belt. We screwed ourselves a little bit from the beginning. We should have just took the first double 2 prize. I mean, we only had to knock out 2 of them, but they basically just knock out anything at this point. And after this Crobat goes down, we're in trouble. I don't think this is the way that you should play Mew. I don't know if this is actually their game plan, or they just filled their bench up and figured we were going to take prizes. And then they have like a Meloetta in waiting. But regardless, we didn't get what we needed early, and we're behind. We were very behind in prizes. Not good for anyone. Alright. Put this bad boy in the active. We can double turbo energy onto this. We can air balloon onto a Gengar, I guess. We can... So it doesn't matter if we lose a single prizer here. We can incisor. We need damage. There we go. There we go. Alright, damage pump. Oops. Man, sometimes clicking these tokens is like the most awkward thing ever. You can't like drag it over to the card. You have to like drag it up first. Alright. Then we prompt research. We're going to have a full bench of damage. A little bit too late, but... We got a couple of choice belts that are unusable, but whatever. We got a bench full of Gengars. Triple Gengar here. Alright, we got the Serena, so if they hide next turn, if they have a boss, we just straight up lose, because, well, maybe we don't lose. If they have a Meloetta, we lose. If they have a power tablet, let's see what they put on the bench here. So what did we decide that they were going to do in terms of damage here? They're going to do 210, 220. Okay, interesting. They're gonna hide their Mew. Okay. They're gonna power tablet. Alright. I'm a little bit confused. Does it any Pokemon at any point? Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Judge. They're going to vacuum us. They're going to vacuum us. They're going to remove the benched Zoroark's choice belt. Okay. We just need to knock out the Mew now. Unfortunately, we lost our Serena in that because of that judge, which is sad because we would have been able to drag out the Mew and knock it out. Choose a benched Pokemon to discard. Alright, we discard the Gengar, whatever. Remember, the Mew in the active is very injured. I don't... What... Is there any reason why they would even use Collapse Stadium? Am I losing my mind here, guys? Unfortunately, the Mew had enough damage to knock us out. If they gave us one more chance here... I mean, other than if they hid the Mew, if they didn't have the damage, then we were kind of screwed, but... We got A for effort. I think we easily beat that version of Mew, provided we get a decent start. Alright, we're going to be less greedy from now on. Let's play. Game number 2. It was a good match nonetheless. It's a little bit unfortunate that we couldn't get set up right away. We had all the components to get set up right away. We should have just used the Juniper and not relied on the fact that we have so many supporter cards later on that we could have ran into. Set up first. Okay, so we're gonna set up first. We're not gonna get greedy with like trying to do the fancy play to like over like home run starting early game. We're gonna focus on setting up, and then we do the fancy stuff with the Serenas and the. We just gotta take prize cards as fast as possible. We have no basic Pokemon. It's kind of a shame. So we're going to give them an extra card. We both have the Marnie sleeves. Oops. I did not mean to click that. Mulligan 1. Alright. Give us a new hand, please, and thank you. Alright. Good start. We got a Crobat. We don't even need to look for it with the quick ball. Done to continue. Alright, we can quick ball the big beaver. Man, if we had a Gape Jaw. If we had a Gape Jaw, that'd be sick. We got a Gape Jaw, baby. Alright, I was just about to say Gape Jaw. We got a Gape Jaw. Alright, let's set up a second Zoroark. Second Zoroark. Alright, now we just need a one single damage pump. And we'll be up and dogging. Alright, Crobat on the bench. Gonna give us a whole lot more cards. Awesome, because we have the Gape Jaw. We can... Oh, Evo Incense, huh? With the Sobble deck, I'm assuming that they're gonna try and do damage to our Pokemon. Maybe on the bench. Not exactly sure what they're playing with the Arceus. This could just be a way to get cards, but yeah, we're good. We're gonna end turn here. We're doing good. Get one more Zoroark on the bench, and we're all set. We got a variety pack of draw supporters here, which is pretty sick nasty. It'd be really awesome if we don't need. There's no way we're really gonna have enough. If we draw a damage pump. We want to keep the Serenas for late game if we can, but we do have 3 of them, I believe, in the deck. Deck list always in the description. I try my best to make sure it's the updated list, whatever we're playing with in the video itself, as we make slight changes every now and then. Also try to make sure that I mention those slight changes. All right, we got supporters for days with the waifu collection here. Waifu hand. All right, so now we're going for the KO. So we're going to research this time. We're not gonna get greedy. We don't need to prep for additional hands. We're pretty much ready to start clocking and knocking. This is pretty much all but over. We can quick ball one of these bad boys, and we can get a. Do we get a beaver? Let's get a beaver, sure. Beaver. Sick nasty. Air balloon doesn't matter, but we might as well put it onto something. Manaphy maybe, and we will Phantom Star. Oh, we should not have Phantom Starred there. That was 2 energies. I messed up, but I think it's gonna be okay. Alright, alright. The 2 double, we should not have done that with those 2 double turbos in the hand there. That was a bad call. So let's get a Zoroark VSTAR. So now we're only going to be able to attack with 2 because the 2 double colorless that we have on the board are the only double colorless on the board. But it's okay. We're going to knock out the Arceus. We're going to set them back to like starting out the game. Like they're not even playing. Alright, Serena is pretty sick because now if they play something on the bench, we can drag it out to the active. We do need a damage pump here. Would be nice to be able to pump some damage onto the Zoroark in the active. Well, yeah, we got a little overzealous there. We didn't need to discard the 2 double turbos. We were far enough ahead that like now all they have in play is a Sobble, so they're pretty much boned. I will say that some of these effects on the board are at least a little nicer than what the previous ones were. I'm getting a weird flicker every now and then on the board itself, which I think is just the game glitching out a little bit. If anyone's experiencing the same, do let me know, because I have no idea. Sobble. Oh no, they straight up just walked away from their computer and or mobile device, it seems. Alright, let's hook it up here. We are going to do 230 damage to a poor little 60 HP Sobble. Gonna end the game. I mean, they didn't really stand a chance there. We did mess up, but it was like after we already won the game, essentially. Do not... I mean, you can... If you get into a spot where you have to discard 1 double turbo, sure, do it. If it means like getting set up earlier, but 2, don't do it ever, never ever. All right, we won a game number 3. Let's get it. Playing against Rafa Cord. He's got the Lugia. Oh, we're playing against Lugia, baby. You know how this goes. If we get set up and we knock out Lugia before Lugia knocks out our Zoroark, we pretty much win. I mean, that's kind of the case with a lot of these V versus V decks. Whoever knocks out their opponent's V first is typically ahead in prizes and going to win the game. At that point, when you're attacking, you're probably set up enough that you just keep setting up an additional Pokemon each turn if they aren't already set up and waiting. So, a little bit... We got an Evo Incense. We got a double turbo. We need the Gape Jaw. Would be nice. They got a Crobat star. That sucks for them. Sucks to be them. Capture energy. What are they getting? Hey, Lugia. Surprise, surprise. Oh my goodness, we're lucky. Our buns, they're filled with luck right now. This is sick nasty. Alright, we're going second, so we can use our Serena, which is pretty sick. We can double turbo onto you, which is also pretty sick nasty. Void Return is an option. We can also Crobat if we Ultra Ball. So if we go Gengar, we want to get the Gengars out of the deck because we do not want to find those later. We don't want to toss our Zoroark. We can save that for next turn so we can attack. That'll be nice. But we can get a Crobat. We can get a Crobat if we had one in the deck. Son of a gun. So I guess we go Beaver. I guess we go Beaver here, or do we go second Zoroark? Second Zoroark, I think, because then we'll be able to at least have damage on him. Next turn, we can get ourselves out of this bind with the do we Void Return into the Bidoof? I think maybe we do. Void Return into the Bidoof. At least make it a little bit harder for him to knock out. We don't want to lose our Zoroark with the energy on it. If they have the right stuff here, they can. Lugia VSTAR have all the Arceopses slopping energies all over them. There it is. There's the VSTAR. It's got a belt on it too. Very scary. I think we're okay next turn. I mean, like, maybe they Marnie us and then we end up with 4 cards and hopefully we have something that can draw things. Like, our opponent's probably like, oh yes, he only has... Oh no. Lost Vacuum. I thought he played this arena and was dragging one of our Zoroarks out. Prof Research, okay. Double Archeops into the garbage. So he's going to use the Lugia, play those onto the bench, and he's all set up. Very cool, Lugia. Very cool. But you won't be able to boss us this turn. Summon all that crap onto yourself. Hopefully this Zoroark V-Star gives us everything we need. Like a Prof Research, we can fill the board. We got the energy already. We need a belt. Remember guys, we need a belt in order to pump Lugias. We kind of need a damage pump too. We need some belts. We need some double turbos. We need a bench full of damaged Pokemon. But we're going to get 2 full hands because we can Zoroark. There's nothing he can do to get rid of our Zoroark at this point. Worst case scenario, the Bidoof gets pumped. Which we're okay with. He's a single prize. Rest in peace, Bidoof. You served a very noble cause. Yeah, keep putting put all those energies on that Lugia so we can knock them all out. Okay, it's powering up the second one. Interesting. Tempest Dive. Oh my god. Poor little Bidoof. Knocked right out. It's okay. Well, you can take that single prize all you want. It's not going to do you any good. This is make or break. Whether we can fully set up our board here based on this one Phantom Star ability is going to either win or lose us the game. It's ours. It's ours to win or lose. Alright, now we Phantom Star. Don't accidentally click the curse. Gape Jaw. Alright, we got our second dude pumped up. Pump up the jam. We got a damage pump. We can pump 10 damage onto you. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Nothing but net. Alright, air balloon. We might as well put it onto something. We put it onto one of the Zoroarks. I don't think we really want it on the Zoroarks, so maybe we just toss it. Alright, Gengar's all over the discard pile. We got a quick ball, so we can quick ball. We can ultra ball, quick ball. Alright, we don't need the damage pump. So we can put something on the bench here. Maybe a Manaphy. Maybe a Zoroark. We might as well put our chunkiest chunks on there. Alright, we're doing good. We need another energy for next turn though, so we need to be a little bit careful with that. We can put a Gengar onto the bench. Oh, we put the belt on the wrong one. We put the belt on the wrong one, guys. We just lost the game. Because we're dumb. I don't know why I was thinking this one already had a belt on it, but that was the one that needed the belt on it. So now does that have the calculation into it already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does. Okay, we're fine. Whew. I was thinking that the minus 20 wasn't included there, but it was. I don't know why I was thinking that. That scared me. That was almost a very bad oopsie doopsie. So, yeah, we definitely want the belt. We want the belt, but we had damage on everything, so we're fine. For some reason, I was thinking the math worked out that the Lugia V-STAR, maybe that's only if it has, does it have a certain energy on it? Is there a colorless energy that gives it extra HP or something? Alright, so we got a Gape Jaw in play. We basically just need another double turbo. We got 28 cards in the deck. There should be 3 of them in there and or in the prizes. Alright, he's putting Aurora energies. Get out of here with this stupid flippin' Yveltal that I can't read because the game won't let me. Your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out. I hate you, Yveltal. So we want to get set up with a Serena here. Hopefully we don't draw one. Hopefully we research, which gives us a Serena and a double turbo, so that we can come back and retaliate. We get an Ultra Ball before him to get another Zoroark V-STAR, our 3rd one, so that they have to knock out 3. Because it looks like they're going to set up this hunk of junk on the bench here. We want to kind of ignore that if we can, because we want to knock out 2 more 2-prizers. We don't want any single prizer knockouts here. There's 2 Pokemon on the bench, or on their side of the board, that we can KO in order to finish this game. And it's the Crobat and the Lugia. So Serena is going to be the key there. How many Serenas did we got? We got 1 in our discard pile. Should be 2 more. I believe we have 3 total. If not, I don't know if I put 4 in the deck, 3 or 4. But there are Serenas. There are remaining Serenas. That kind of really sucks here because and now we get to take a single prizer. Unless we get a double turbo for turn. This is the world's stupidest attack. But it works because of the stupid Arceus nonsense. I mean, I think we just ignore it. We just keep letting it knock us out if we can. We don't have a Serena though, which is the issue. So we have to. If we had a Serena, we could. If we had 2 Serenas, I guess we could ignore it. Or if we had a single prizer that could knock it out, then we would do that, but we don't. Charjabug. We don't have a single prizer that can knock it out. So I think we just research. We basically need 2 double turbos. The Lugia is almost certainly gonna KO us. We can quick ball something into play, but we don't need to. I think we gotta thin the deck here so that we can get another double turbo next turn. Quick ball you, quick ball you. Alright, we got no basic Pokemon left. There are 2 Serenas. There are 2 double colorless, or double turbo, I mean. I guess we knock out the Veltal. We don't really have a choice. Hopefully, I mean, there's no way they can't get a Lugia V-Star, right? There's another Hisuian Zoroark. Now we need 3 prizes, which is not cool. We gotta cross our fingers, hope that we don't get knocked out, because then we lose the lead in terms of prize cards. That Veltal is a huge pain in my butt. Not cool. Now the Lugia is getting set up. Fuck, just busted. Unfortunately, we don't really have an answer. We don't really have an answer for the Veltal. We just kind of... We'd need a single prizer in order to like knock that out with the single prizer. Or if we had a couple Serenas lined up, then we could just keep Serenaing out and just trade back and forth. If they want to do 2 for 2, we were in the lead. Unfortunately, that got them back in the game. The Veltal may or may not win this game. It looks like it's definitely going to. We don't have any way to draw cards next turn, so unless we get a draw supporter, we're boned on that in that regard anyway. Still 2 more of those energies that we need in the deck. Powerful energy, V-Guard energy. He doesn't have the choice belt. Alright, what do we got here? 1 powerful. Unless the Lugia can't knock us out, which would be pretty sick. Capture energy onto the Stoutland. Why are you putting in capture energy onto this? Why are they even playing the Stoutland? Am I losing my mind, guys? Why are they playing this? I guess if something's really low in damage, then they take an extra prize card. Alright, we got a Marnie, which is pretty cool. We need a switch. We need a switch. And we need a double turbo. We got a rope. So the Stoutland is going to take an extra prize card. He does 40 damage. 40 damage plus... That's not good. That is absolutely not good. We're going to escape rope, I guess. We're boned here either way, I think. Because the Stoutland is going to rock this bad boy for 3 prizes. We get this arena next turn, so if we draw a double, we basically need to draw a double turbo. We need to draw a double turbo here in order to knock out the Stoutland before the Lugia. What a situational dick pull this Stoutland B is. Is this a thing? There are people playing this now? That's crazy to me. I mean, if they have a boss, then I guess we're kind of shafted in the butt. We need a double turbo draw for turn, basically, and then we can Serena out the Stoutland for 2 prizes. Because if they have a boss and they get the energies they need on the Stoutland, we're pretty boned here. All right, he's got the belt on the Lugia. That's a little scary. So now we gotta worry about both. I guess. Did they just research or did they discard the research? They researched. Okay, they have 7 cards. Alright, alright. So now we don't have a double turbo on him, which sucks so many balls. Because we want the Serena. Man, that sucks balls. Alright, double turbos. We got them both. Think. Alright, let's just put a Gengar on the bench. Do we have a Gengar? Yeah, we do. We just can't find it. Gengar on the bench. We got choice belts all over the place. We need a friggin' Serena. I guess we don't. We can just, as long as they don't have a boss in their hand, then we're fine. As long as they don't have a boss in their hand, we're fine. If they have a boss, we're boned. We got a switch, which is pretty cool. Not necessary, but cool. Alright, so we're going to lose the Zoroark here, but that's fine. We can come back and knock out the Lugia. The biggest thing we got to be worried about is this 250 damaged Zoroark that we have on our bench. If that gets hit by the Stoutland, we lose, which is pretty scary. They have 8 cards in their hand, hopefully none of which are a boss's orders. They haven't played any boss's orders yet. They only have 11 cards left in their deck. 3 prize cards. We gotta hope that the boss's orders isn't there, because if it is, we lose. The Lugia can retreat. It has lots of energy attached to it. Or we gotta hope that they don't realize that they can win the game based on that. I'm gonna say that I hope they don't have a boss, because if they do, they just threw the game. Super duper hard. Alright. Do we have no more Gengars? Do we have hopefully we have another basic Pokemon. We don't have any more Pokemon in our deck. We only do 230 damage. We have a prized Gengar that's preventing us from winning the game. That feels real bad. Oh no. All this effort and we lost the game because we prized a Gengar that's in the last 2 prize cards. Also, it's weird that it doesn't show me I can attack with him. We lose, guys. We lose. There's that 50 damage. We had it. We would have won it. Okay, what does he have on here? 30 less damage. Yeah, so you need with the V-Guard energy. Very unfortunate. We were so close. He didn't have the boss. The Stoutland was scary. We lose. Close game. Good game, nonetheless. But that's, yeah, we should have been paying attention. I guess we could have been playing stuff onto the board that wasn't the Gengars. Maybe that's the strat. And then save the Gengars if you really need them to the end. It doesn't really matter what we had on the bench. The Gengars don't do anything other than be there in a pinch. And we didn't have the last Gengar for the pinch. Unfortunate. What is this? Game number 4? 5? Can't even remember. I can't even remember, guys. Alright, we got the Crobat. I think that was number 4. I'm losing my mind. Playing these games in the morning, which is usually not a good idea because if you're half asleep, you're probably a little bit more prone to making mistakes. And those mistakes can definitely cost you some games. So, I mean, it's not like there's anything really on the line here other than my pride and dignity. But All right, it looks like we're playing against a Mew deck. We are going to draw an additional card, which is a second copy of Marnie, which doesn't help us a whole lot, but maybe our draw for turn will be extra cool. All right, let's quick ball one of these Marnies, I guess. Whatever. We're gonna get a Crobat. Let's get a Crobat, and then we're going to Ultra Ball 1 damage pump and a Marnie. Alright, what should we get here? Maybe a second Zoroark. It sucks to be playing these onto the bench right now because they're not taking any damage. We need damage on these bad boys, so we're gonna have to rely on some Gengar action or some Vikavolt action. There's our Gape Jaw. That's what we needed earlier on, but we didn't get one. We can end turn. At least they started off with a Lumineon, which is pretty bad. Again, Crobat Lumineon start is pretty much as bad as it gets. You want to be playing those later on so that you can use their ability, not have to put them in the active where the ability does absolutely nothing. This is just a juicy two-prizer. Yeah, I'm getting more flickering going on with the background animation here. My apologies for anyone that has to look at that. I don't know if it's on. I don't know. Was it on the water one last time? Maybe it's only the water one is bugged out. And it's hard to say. It's probably just the game, but it could be my install. So if you guys are running into any of the same bugs, any different bugs that I'm running into, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. All right, we got Lumineon Crobat deck here. There's no way they're playing Mew with these two, right? Right? They just have Genesect sleeves. Double turbo and a regen. This has got to be like, this has got to be a Lugia deck, right? Oh, they got Burnett. Are they playing some kind of friggin'? No, there's no way they're playing. Are they playing a V Union? Our opponent conceded. Maybe they were playing a V Union deck. All right, let's play one more game, and then we'll call it. We'll check our prizes. Always at the end, guys. Always got to collect your prizes. We got some kind of battle pass upgrade super plus that we just unlocked. One more game. Hopefully it is a good one. We're playing against Uniari. Heads. Show us the heads, baby. Tails never fails, guys. Remember that. I think this is game 6. It's either game 5 or 6. Regardless, if we get a good game here, we're calling it. If it's a scoop like the last one, maybe we'll play one more, but no promises. I have a feeling this is going to be a good game. I believe in our opponent, Uniari. We got a Beaver to start. That is not a good sign. That is not a good start. No Gape Jaws in our hand. They are probably also playing Lugia based on their sleeves and that hand that they just had to discard. We got the Gape Jaw, yes, from the fact that we got the mulligan. Oh no. Oh no, guys. They got the tank. They got the mill tank. What kind of pain in the buns deck? You're playing Lugia, so you're already a basic mother, and then you toss in some mill tanks just to be a dick. We might have to scoop and do one more game. We might have to scoop and do one more game. We're gonna scoop and do one more game. Alright, get out of here. Let's go suck a mill tank. Freaking mill tank players. thought we were over those days of Miltank shenanigans, but apparently not. We'll play one more game here. I really don't want to tech the deck in order to like deal with Miltanks when it's like 1 in 20 games or something. I say that and then we're going to run into it again. We don't want Cancel and Clone in our deck. It's just going to clunk it up. You need to play 2 of them so you can knock out multiple. End up with the like, friggin' Duraludon VMAX, I guess. If we start seeing that too much, then we might have to. But if we don't, I got to stop talking about these decks that we basically scoop. Auto scoop. Make your deck terrible in order to play against these cheese decks. The damn cheese decks, guys. Get them out of here. We kind of need something that's like a side attacker that that we can deal with this stuff. I think there was a card, I forget what it was, that I was looking at adding in. Maybe a single copy or something. Surprise, surprise. Restart player is playing Lugia V. Alright, so we will rock you. Alright, so we can Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of the Charjabug, maybe. I think the Charjabug, we probably just lose him. He hasn't been that helpful. Sorry, Charjabug. So Evo Incense, we can probably toss that into the void. No, I should have clicked do not show this again. I know what I'm doing. Alright, screw it. We're going, we need to find damage here. We need Gengars and we need pumps. Alright, double turbo onto you. We can quick ball. We can Evo Incense a Gengar. And then we can quick ball said Gengar. And we can get a Zoroark, Manaphy. We don't really want the Zoroark because we don't have the Gape Jaw. I mean, let's just get another Bidoof. We're gonna end up tossing it out. Or yeah. If we play the Zoroark, then we need 2 Gengars and 2 damage pumps, which I think we can do. Hopefully our Bidoof doesn't get knocked out, but if it does, it's not the end of the world. Then we toss both our beavers, I think. Because we do, well, I guess then we have room for another Bidoof with the 2 Gengars. We only got 1 Gengar in our discard right now, but hopefully we can get another one in there. Hopefully this Lugia doesn't pop right off. It's probably going to, never mind, it's going to read the wind. And it's going to throw in Arceus. I don't know if they can make cards synergize like as painfully obvious synergize as those 2 do. All right, let's get some beaver. We're gonna incisor our buns off. Hopefully this incisor gets us a Gengar. It does not, but you know what it does get us? A choice belt, which is pretty sick nasty. And it gets us a, what does he have a down arrow? Oh, because of the double turbo. So I thought the opponent did something to him. Alright, so we can Ultra Ball this and this. We're gonna get a Gengar. We are going to put an air balloon on our beaver. We are going to Phantom Star. For some reason we can only Phantom Star with this one because the game is messed up. Ooh, okay. So we need Gengars. We got the damage bumps. All right, Gengar, get in there. So It's one of those like takes forever to like, actually do what you need to do because the game is kind of slow in certain aspects like that. We had a switch anyways, but we can retreat into this bad boy. We can damage pump some damage onto you and some damage onto you. We can damage pump once again. Some damage on it. This is where like the Gengar is just like fully fixed our early game to the max. It kind of sucks that we're in a position where we need to build another. Sure. Let's prof research here. All right, we gotta make sure that we do the best we can with this lead. We got a giant lead. Giant gaping lead. We can do 310 damage to this Lugia. Pump him. Alright, now. We gotta make sure we get a double turbo for next turn so that we, in case our Zoroark gets knocked out here. I mean, it's not impossible. We got an Arceus. We got an Arceus in the garbage pile. He doesn't need 4 energies attached to him, so if he finds another way to discard another Arceus, then we might be in trouble. If he can't knock out the Zoroark VSTAR, we pump him. We don't have a Serena, which is kind of sad. If he decides to hide the Lugia. Okay. Alright. We got rid of the Gape Jaw. Getting rid of the Gape Jaw. I think we're going to be alright here. He's going to Serena. Okay. We have an escape rope, which is pretty sick. Not perfect, but sick. Oh no, never mind. He was using the Serena to discard the Arceus in his hand. Alright. We can prof research next turn and see a whole lot of our deck. We only have the one double turbo on the bench. Another belt would be nice. I think we're fine here. I think we're going to be fine. Good way to end it off. Hopefully not jinxing myself right now. But we're all out of coffee. Arceus is going to attach 1 billion energies to this stupid dupid. We got powerful energies for days. Apparently he wants to do 1 billion damage to us. We're okay with that. As long as we can knock him out in return, we're going to be alright. If he doesn't have a Lugia on the bench to get set up next turn, then he's extra boned. Which doesn't look like he has, because he probably would have played that earlier on. I could be wrong. But I'd say that's probably what's going on here. We got the head start on restart player. And it doesn't matter if our Zoroark goes down. As long as, if we can't find a double turbo here, and I hate this game. I absolutely hate it. That's kind of what it comes down to. There's the double turbo. Alright. Does he have, what does he got? A friggin' V-Guard energy? V-Guard energy, you say? Alright. So we're gonna need to, we do 200 damage. We need a belt. We need a big old dirty belt. We need to not put him on the bench. Oh. Yeah, we need to not put him on the bench because he's not going to take damage. That really sucks. We're going to prof research. Ooh, that's painful. Alright. Gape Jaw. I think there was a Gengar in here. Yes, there is. I wish the why does it not, like, something that you need that's... I don't get this game sometimes. I don't get it. I also don't get the fact that I can't find a flippin' belt. Where are the belts? Where are the belts? We're going to lose this game because we couldn't find a belt. And we only got 10 cards left in our deck. We're kind of boned here. I mean, we can retreat into a Gengar, I guess. We can Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball. Maybe we don't want that. We can Ultra Ball the Quick Ball on this. Alright, we can't get anything out of the deck. We gotta rely on the fact that there's a Gengar that's going to... Although we're running out of cards, and this doesn't make any sense. Did we prize? Did we prize all the belts? Alright, hopefully he takes the Gengar. He doesn't have a boss in his hand. There's a good chance he has a boss in his hand. Choose one bench Pokemon to get rid of. I guess we get rid of him. Sure. We can Gape Jaw next turn. We can put a Gengar back in play. No big deal. He's gonna Lumineon. I don't totally understand the Collapse Stadium play. I mean, I guess it reduces our damage until we like put a Gape Jaw in, but we play so many copies of Gape Jaw that that's not good. That ain't good. So we lose the game, guys. Very unfortunate. Super unfortunate. Always like a pain when you you have the game right in your grasps. A little bit of an awkward setup at the start, but I thought we were gonna be able to pull our way out of it. Pretty unfortunate, but that's the way. Of course, the choice belt shows up. Come on, RNG. All right, let's get our prizes, and then we'll call it a day. Thanks everybody that tuned in. Thanks everybody that watched this far into the games. No changes to the decks this week, but we'll see. Sometimes you run into stuff that we got global beta number 3 tier. Sometimes you run into stuff that you're just gonna hard counter, or you just have to scoop because people are playing something that forces you to adjust your deck, and if you don't, then you're boned. If you do, then your deck sucks against the other good stuff. So it's a little bit of a toss-up. It's hard to say. We got the Greedent. Get out of here, you little Greedent. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, join the Discord. See you next time. Love you guys. Bye.